What's going on, everybody? You're listening to 91.3 FM WTSR at the College of New Jersey, and this is the weekly Smash Wrap. We bring you stories from the underground world of Smash Ultimate here at TCNJ throughout New Jersey and the world. I'm Oscar Fan 69, and this is
Casey. Listen, Owen, I don't know if you heard, but it's the dawn of a new era here in Mercer County.
By heaven!
It's the dawn of a new era because over at Rider University, we have some amazing things going on in the Super Smash Bros. Scene. We have a revolution of sorts. We have a brand new head tournament organizer for the Smash scene, and he is a mainstay in the Smash community here at Mercer County, and we decided to bring him along for this podcast / radio show. Give it up for Ace of Julian.
Whoa, that's me.
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I haven't done much today. I've been relaxing. I had D&D, and then I came here.
You had Jellos.
I had Jello. I did have Jello. I had chicken tenders, fries, and then I had Jello before coming here.
Wow.
And Gatorade, you told us.
I actually didn't drink a Gatorade today.
Oh,
I drank a Golden Peak sweet tea, but I do have a lot of Gatorade. I went shopping. I restocked yesterday, so my fridge is filled with like 15 Jello cups. 16 Gatorades. I got like pineapple, mango, coconut juice. I got a lot.
That's like a
very
significant amount of
assortment
Gatorade. Yeah.
Yes.
Varied assortment of juices
Yeah.
and liquids.
Hey, a fella likes his juice. What can he say?
I do
Doing
enjoy
alchemy
juice.
down there.
I do like juice. It's very nice.
Indeed. That reminds me, we were talking about this on Hap Apps, but Kenny Shineburst, as you know. Oh wait, never mind. I'm not gonna. This one's gonna stay between me and Kenny.
Oh.
I had a story
Already.
I'm like, nope, I can't share this one.
Right.
My better instincts caught up with me, so we're
That's
just
good.
gonna.
No, yeah.
Hey, shout out FCC, you know what I'm saying?
I love you, people. FCC.
That might be the fastest FCC shout out we've had on the top pod yet.
It's like it's just always in the back of your mind, like whenever you're about to say something, the FCC going objection.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, but. Now that the pleasantries aside, Julian, we're here to grill you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna interrogate you.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
We're gonna dredge up your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we're just gonna ask you what it's like taking over Ryder.
So my first question is, what happened to Nelson on April 26, 2024 at 8:41 p.m.?
I haven't really gotten past it. It's still, the wound is still fresh.
Yeah.
Tragically we lost Nelson that day.
Happy
he moved on.
39th birthday, Nelson.
Happy 39th and 8th birthday.
Fly high.
Nelson.
You would have been a glorious 40-year-old.
You would have loved Silk Song.
You would have loved that.
But yeah, he moved on to better places.
He got a job.
The liquor store that he works at. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you move closer to the mic, by the way? A little
I
bit?
can.
There you go.
There we
okay,
go.
anyway, continue.
Yeah. We like to joke like what happened to Nelson. I think Jaden was like, yeah, he's gone off. He's away. He's not in America.
He fled to a different country.
Yeah, he fled to a different country to avoid JD.
He ran off with David Loosgrip to the Florida
Yes,
Keys.
yes. He's
Oh
in
my
Disney with
goodness.
David Loosgrip. Yes,
And
yes.
they're on some island. They're infiltrating the Disney government. Or
Yes.
What island specifically?
whatever.
I don't know, man.
I see what you
FCC,
did
we
there.
love you.
FCC Island. Anyway,
No. He's investigating Michael Theodore Mouse.
Michael, what a devious character.
Yes. He also had to save David Loosgrip from the Disney
The
kitchens.
notorious. Yeah, I mean,
He was
the
made his
notorious.
wrist. He got carpal tunnel from flipping all those Mickey waffles, and Nelson had to go there and rescue him. But no, Nelson is he graduated.
He
so did. He is
Also,
out
to be
of
clear,
Ryder.
nothing happened.
Nothing bad happened to Nelson.
I was quoting. That was just a random date I came up with my head.
I was gonna say that's not even like finals week for us.
Yeah.
Like finals week is the first week of May, so it was like he was still on campus at that
I was about
time.
to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw him. I saw him.
I seen him.
Sometimes it's like he's still there with us. Sometimes I hear his voice. Occasionally I'll see him. It's like a Jedi, you know. He appears there sometimes in my darkest moments, and he gives me advice. And
Like
then,
I saw him through all of Royal Stampede. That was a really long Nelson sighting.
yeah, Royal Stampede Nelson was a different being.
He was visible.
He actually showed some emotion.
Otherwise-
No, Nelson. I like the joke about Nelson being like completely introverted and antisocial, but no.
But no, he's like a nice guy.
He's just a regular
Nelson
dude.
Nelson is introverted, but he's very chill.
Yeah.
I actually like recently was talking to him. He is like, yeah, everybody's like, they find me so funny. And I asked, like, why am I funny? And they just go, it's because you're Nelson. And I literally said that is exactly how I would describe it.
Because you're Nelson.
It's just because you're Nelson.
Okay, I think it's just the name Nelson, honestly. If I'm
The
being
name
totally
Nelson
real.
it's a good
funny
name.
It's a good name. It's
the
funny.
guy from The Simpsons, like that
Yeah.
guy's pretty funny.
Nelson. But real quick, a catch up for anybody who doesn't even know who we're talking about somehow. Nelson was the Rider esports president last year. He was a senior.
Yes.
If you've listened to our interview with him, you'll know he did a lot for the Rider scene, and he's keeping Smash alive in Tristate. No question about that. But though his leadership was pivotal, it had to end.
Yeah.
And we have sitting with us now the next Rider president, Julian, a.k.a. Ace of Julian.
Yes.
So we joke about Nelson being... I mean, it doesn't feel like a joke because he's just gone.
He's gone, but he's not forgotten.
Not
Gone, but
forgotten.
gone, but not
He lives
forgotten.
on in our hearts and our upbees out of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Nelson.
This one's for you, Nelson, as I whiff limit cross slash.
For Nelson! And then up he's into the blast zone. He would have been proud.
You would have been proud.
But what's it like? So, first of all, you were new to the Smash scene when you joined last year. Last year was your first year, right?
Pretty much. I mean, I competed in like high school esports my senior year of high school. I was a part of Garden State. And that was like my first time like actually doing anything like in a competitive sense of Smash Bros. But in terms of like tournament settings, yeah, it would be 2 years ago. My freshman year. I'm a junior now. So
But you started at Rider.
I truly started at Rider. I started actually attending like tournaments at
Started with
Rider.
Nelson.
It started
like
with
that.
Nelson pretty much. I mean, like it pretty much did because
All
he
comes
was the
back
one
to
who was
Nelson.
like, "Yeah, let's go to TCNJ. They got tournaments there." And I was like, I didn't go to like the first one or two because I was like, I'm busy. And then I got Freer and I was like, you know what? Like the guys at Rider are going. Why shouldn't I?
Exactly.
Well, what was it like hearing about the TCNJ tournaments? Like, we're just like, hey, let's go do this thing. Why not?
It was interesting.
They're hosting crazy parties, They're all just getting crazy.
lit functions.
Yup.
Well, I mean, I didn't know how far TCNJ was, and then I heard it was like 10 minutes away, and I was like, why haven't I gone to this like at all?
True.
It was very cool hearing that there was like a consistent like group because like I always just played Smash Bros either with like local friends or just by myself like online.
Yeah.
So being like, oh, there's a place that I can go and like play Smash Bros with people like around my age.
Yeah.
It seemed like really cool, and then it was really
sure.
cool.
And then just like that, you started coming out to these events.
Yep.
You showed up pretty consistently at Rider. Have you ever missed any of them?
Rider ones?
Yeah.
No. I haven't missed Rider tournaments. I just would leave like immediately after because I would have like D&D to go to.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I can do these tournaments. And like knowing my skill level compared to others, I was like, I'm not about to go on like an insane run. But if I go on an insane run, it's fine. I'll, me and my then King DDD.
Yeah.
And now Bowser.
Phone up the D&D fellas like, guys, I'm cooking. You're gonna have to push this.
Nah, the dungeon master for that one like is interested in Smash, so he'd be like, "Yeah, you're good, man."
That's cool.
Top 8 real quick.
But your what I was trying to get at there is like your ascendancy to the presidency has been rapid, to say the least.
So my freshman year, there wasn't like obviously you can't be a part of like the e-board your freshman year. Come sophomore year, I didn't like do anything for that. But Nelson was talking because Nelson talks. He was like,
he talks a lot.
our PR manager's like not doing anything. Like I keep
yeah.
hounding him to make graphics and he just doesn't. And I was just like, I can make like stuff. I like, what do you need? He was like, I need like graphics for like, no, actually this was like freshman spring semester. Because that was when we first started doing tournaments. Was my freshman year. And he was like, I need graphics for this. And I was like, I can just throw something together in like Canva or PixArt. And then I made it, and he was like, "That's perfect."
You were doing the.
I made some of them. I didn't make like a lot of them.
Blast ones?
I made all the Bronx Barrel Blast stuff. So I was like the unofficial PR manager. Come sophomore year, nobody like took on the mantle, so I just was automatically just put into that when I like applied, and I was the PR manager. And then sophomore spring year, our vice president. Eddie, I should have voted for Eddie. He and Nelson were the only two people who ran for president, and we had that was the only position that we actually had to vote on. So all the Smash team, we all voted for Nelson,
of course,
but we were like, Nelson would be awful as president. Eddie's like this amazing guy. He donates to charity. He saves he takes care of stray cats. Like I should have voted for Eddie. Anytime Nelson would not even make a mistake, just anytime there was an issue with the club, we were like, Eddie wouldn't let this happen. But Eddie went off to study abroad, and we were like, well, he can't be vice president if he's not in America.
Yeah.
So I was just pushed into the vice presidency role.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So you were never official.
I wasn't official. It was sort of just PR manager was sort of there's the primary roles, the secondary roles, and then just the random assortments. Not all clubs need a social media manager or a PR person. Yeah. They don't need that.
But we
but
you guys did.
Yeah, we were it's nice to take the work off of those people like Nelson, because Nelson was really
he was stressed out.
He got this.
Nelson was he was the only person who was truly doing stuff.
Sorry.
So I just the vice presidency was just open. Yeah. And then none of the other people really wanted it. So I was like, I'll just take it.
There you go.
And I became vice president. And then most of the people graduated. Of the original e-board, it's me and then our secretary, Catherine. And they were I don't want to do this. She handles the casual side. And she was I'm not
versed in
versed in this. And I was I can do it. I'll just take the presidency. So it was pretty rapid. I went from PR manager to vice president into president. And then fingers crossed I'll be president for my senior year as well.
Hey, if I were at Ryder, I'd vote for you, because let me tell you, the first bracket, and we'll get into it, it was very hectic and it was run extremely well. I want to save most of that for the second segment, but I do want to ask, what's it been like taking the wheel here?
I'd vote for Nelson.
Well, it's nice.
Vote for Nelson.
I mean, Nelson really laid out a nice groundwork for everything.
Yeah.
So I've had such a very detailed and vivid blueprint to follow with Nelson. So I'm not gonna say it's been easy, but it is definitely much easier with Nelson, someone that I worked very closely with and is one of my closer friends from Ryder. So it's been I obviously had to adjust myself because
what do you think's been the hardest part of that?
I mean, the hardest part was just getting us situated for the competitive season. But that's only because the system that is used is sort of convoluted, and more importantly, they didn't give us anything. No tutorials, no crash course. We had to basically navigate this pretty fresh website that we used it last season, but nobody knew how to use it, and now nobody still knows how to use it. So I was sitting there with our advisor, and I had to figure everything out. So the hardest part is just figuring out how to do all this stuff. But it's managed. We're signed up for those seasons. I think we've had a lot of people interested in esports. So getting people, not even just for Smash Bros. We've had a lot of people for Smash Bros, which I'm so happy about, but we can talk about that later. Just in a general sense, we had so many people, incoming freshmen, interested, and even just incoming students.
Yeah.
Someone like transferred over, and they like worked very close with Garden State Esports. Rider University is now a part of Garden State Esports.
Oh,
wow.
wait, tell me about that.
So I was honestly like hands off on that. The student who came in, she like went directly to our advisor.
Was she the new girl who had never come to like last
No,
week? Oh, okay.
she isn't even connected like Smash Bros.
Oh, okay.
She's like a Valorant player.
Interesting.
So she was like, we had like the club fair. We call it Broncopalooza. So she's like the first person that comes up to our table. She's wearing Garden State Esports merch. And she's like, hi, I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names.
Me too.
But she was like, hi, I'm so-and-so. I talked to Matt, our advisor, and I put him in a contact with like the Garden State Esports like stuff, because I guess I can explain Garden State like briefly.
Yeah. Briefly.
Garden State Esports
We have
is
about 2
an
minutes.
organization focused more on high school level, but
Yeah.
recently, like they're still a new thing, but they were focused on high school. They have recently branched out into the collegiate side. So she had talked to Matt, and then Matt's like going and talking to like those guys, and he comes back to me and he's like, so they've offered us Smash and Overwatch too, completely for free.
Wow.
And I was like, well, Overwatch just signed up for their own collegiate side, disconnected from like the MAC, which is what we compete in. It was free for them as well. And I was like, I'm not about to force them to do 3 like things. They're
Yeah.
already in MAC, which we have to compete in. They joined another one on their own.
Yeah.
But Smash Bros only has the MAC. So I was like, I know I can make that drive because it's in person stuff. So I was like, I'm good to do this. And I know at least 2 other people who will be interested in doing this,
Yeah.
which is Jaden and Logan. So I was like, there's our 3. We have our minimum amount that we need. Sign us up as long as it's not like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
The farthest one I have my schedule is like Stockton, which is
That's
like
not far at all.
like it's like an hour 20, give or take. Like I'm fine to make that drive.
But it's
and
interesting
like,
too to see like even so quick into things, like you have new ideas and the club is
Yeah.
still
Exactly.
growing and changing, which is great to see.
I
yeah,
think
I'm
it's-
very happy.
That's why I said like it's kind of like a new era for
Yeah.
Ryder. Like I really
For
think
sure.
that it's cool seeing how well you've stepped up into that role. So yeah.
Nelson definitely had like the renaissance of the club. I'm what's coming after.
Yeah.
We're still building on the greatness that Nelson laid out, but doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And it's nice being able to be a part of the club in the presidency for 2 years, because I can definitely like pace myself with those things.
Yeah.
So much nicer as opposed to like Nelson, where he literally only had a year.
Yeah.
He had that 1 year, his senior year, and he was doing all of his like classes and whatnot. And he was like, I want to do all of this stuff, and he made it happen.
And he did. And with that, and you're keeping it alive. It's so great to see. It's nice to see because we really thought it was going to be in the gutter.
Wow.
Until not with you. I mean, when Nelson was here, and it was dying, and then but he brought it back, and it's so great to see local grassroots efforts keeping Tristate alive. Because come on, we're goated.
Yes, sir.
I love
With that,
Tri-State.
We're gonna end this segment. Thank you, Julian, for doing the interview.
Of
We're gonna be
course.
right back. See you soon. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying the show. Real quick, before we get back into it, if you're interested in following the host on Twitter, you can find me at O_Buck_King, and you can find Casey at CaseyNoah. And if you'd like to listen to the show after it airs, you can find the YouTube link on my Twitter. That's O_Buck_King. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get back into it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Weekly Smash Wrap. We just got done with our Ace of Julian interview, the new Rider Esports president who's keeping the club alive after Nelson, God rest his soul, and God rest his sacred name. And now we're going to talk about the first Rider Esports Resort tournament that happened on Friday.
Yes, sir.
And it was, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna set the scene.
Oh, he's doing the thing.
They're pogging. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Get ready for this.
Go ahead.
It's going to be a real set scene by the time I'm done with it.
Oh my goodness.
So, first of all, 32 entrants for a Rider tournament. That's pretty big. That's big for an NJ tournament in general. And so for a Rider tournament, that's pretty freaking good. And we had some big names too. We had Kazi. We had, I mean, who else did we have that was big? We had so many
Ice.
local players from around Ice on Deck.
Yeah.
There
Ice on
was
Deck.
that one Street Fighter player.
Sark.
Yeah, Sark.
Sark was there for Street Fighter 6. That was big.
One of the best players in the state.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So people are coming out. People were hyped
Yeah.
to see this Rider event. But when I got it was just like so much more hectic than I'd ever seen a Rider tournament. People were running around. Vaughn sounded like he'd smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes.
I don't even know how Vaughn got that way because he wasn't calling out. He was doing like he wasn't head TO, quote unquote. He was head TO of Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
But like he
But also
wasn't
had
calling
Brian
out a
to
lot
help
of sets. It was a lot of Brian was calling the stuff. Vaughn was doing a lot of the technical stuff. I don't even know. You know what? It was probably because he was commentating. He pretty much any game that he was not playing, he was commentating.
Yeah.
And I think he
true.
just like yapped up a storm. But
Yeah.
like it got rough for
It
him.
really was. Like
He literally had to leave. I think he left like loser semis of Smash. Probably like no, actually it was quarters. And he was like, I gotta go back to my room. I gotta like get something. I gotta rest my voice. And I was like, just call me when like grand finals happens. I'll come back for Applebee's.
that's really funny.
And that's what happened.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
Does anyone have a recording of like his voice at the time?
No,
No, but-
unfortunately.
No proof.
No. So
I gotta see to believe
we
it.
had there was some issues that happened. Obviously we had to get new stream set up because before we used Rider Tempo's Mike Brennan's setup, and he had it like all laid out.
He graduated, right?
He graduated, yeah.
Wait, Rider Tempo did?
Rider Tempo did, yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even know. I saw him
No,
at
he's
Brock.
been going to all those tournaments, which I was shocked by. Like obviously he doesn't use Rider in his like thing anymore because he's not affiliated with Rider, but like he still goes. He only does like Street Fighter 6, but he had it all like laid
15
out.
years from now, say with the TCNJ KC tag, super duper senior.
I would do that.
Don't let the flame die out.
the lion pride
Also,
inside
what
of me.
is going on upstairs?
I don't know.
That's
Couldn't tell. If it
that's
was, like,
pretty
an ambulance.
ominous. Okay, I guess we'll just try to keep ourselves together down here while the world ends.
That
Upstairs.
it does actually sound like the world is ending. It sounded like a ambulance sound, like a siren was going off.
Whirlwind of like people
Yeah.
screaming. And
I mean, that's how it felt at the Rider tournament.
Yeah.
To segue
It
back
really
into
did.
it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, that was a perfect
So
segue.
I had to leave. I literally dropped off my stuff. I logged into my computer,
Yep.
and I was like, I gotta go situate stuff for the main club, the competitive
Yeah.
side. So I went to our advisors thing, and Vaughn wasn't texting me anything. So I was like, oh, we're good. I see it's like 5:30. I was like, oh, Street Fighter's starting. I'll finish this up, and then I'll be there, and our advisor would come there. I get there at like 6, and nothing has started.
Dang.
Stream was set up, but it was like, we were still hooking it up to the TV itself.
Yeah.
We were live, but it was on the starting soon screen.
Yeah.
We had to swap out an entire monitor because Sark was like, yeah, it's like unplayable with like stream. It was
Yeah.
like whatever the hertz on it, whatever monitor was being used. So they
Yeah,
basically had to
too much lag
unplug
or-
everything. I have to imagine. I'm not sure because I walk in and Vaughn's like mid shifting things around. They basically like swapped his monitor with AJ's monitor.
For good reason. I mean,
For
fighting
good
players,
reason. No,
speed
100%.
lag,
I want the best
yeah.
for like Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't like upset, and I'm still not upset with like Vaughn or anything that like happened there. Like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
It just must have been stressful. Because,
it was
they
definitely
really did not
stressful
like lag Street
because
players.
like I came back and like Smash was supposed to start. I
Yeah.
walk in and I walk over to the computer and Brian's sitting there and he's like, "Yeah, we haven't started yet." And I was like, "What do you mean we haven't started yet?" Like, "Yeah, we had like some difficulties." So Street Fighter 6 didn't even start until like 15-20 minutes after. So it was like 6:20-ish is when it like finally started going. And then Brian was like, "Yeah, I just would wait like 10 minutes to get like Street Fighter 6 like at least a few games like at least started, like and then start calling Smash. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Oh, by the way, you had 3 Smash Ultimate setups total.
We had 4 actually.
4. Oh, okay. For
I
32
thought we had
people,
3. Yeah, there was
32
like
people,
it was like
4 setups.
I think it was 28 for Smash. Yeah, it was like 28 for Smash, 32 total. So I had like it was a pretty like big bracket, and we had like 4 setups. Yeah.
Jeez.
So and they were like I don't even know. I thought the small because like for a while we thought well I say a while, but it was like I started calling games. There was like a very small monitor that was there, and somebody told me it didn't work. So I was like, I'm not gonna call that. And then like I called the first 3 games, and they're like well on their way. And then Brian's like, why aren't you putting anybody on that one? I was like, somebody like this person told me like it doesn't work. And he's like, no, it's fine. And I was like, is it fine? And people were like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, okay, then here's the 4th game. So we not only had to balance the fact that there was a 28 people in Smash with those on 4 setups, we also had to deal with the fact that there was a lot of overlap in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
So we were literally like, what sets can we call? We didn't want to call like any of the winners round 2s until all of winners round 1 was done.
Yeah.
But it literally got to the point where we had to start, we called 1 losers and 1 winners, because it was like losers round 1 of Street Fighter 6 had 3 people that we needed. No, all 4 actually. It was it was you, Chris, Nelson, and Mark Menchu.
And then
we
you got
needed
a crowd
all
of
4
people
of those
who were
people.
wondering, like, why isn't my set being called?
No, yeah. And I was just like, I really can't do anything about this. Thankfully, I had some great people who were like there and like helping. Obviously, Brian was helping.
He
Ice on
came out
Deck
specifically.
came over.
I think he wasn't going to go. He came out specifically to help with Street Fighter, I think.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I'm very appreciative of that. And I'm sure
Good
Vaughn
old-
is
good
too.
old Brian.
For those who
Shout out,
don't know,
Brian.
he started a Street Fighter at TCNJ, so he's kind of like the Street Fighter. Everyone's Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Dude.
But he was like running that, and he was also like he was balancing Smash and Street Fighter 6. Ice on Deck popped in to help. Alyssa Mom Gaming came in and helped.
Okay.
EO was on standby if we needed it. Shout out EO to TO.
T.O. baby.
The Avengers of
We literally had the Avengers,
Avengers,
and I was Ant-Man sitting there like, oh my god, I'm surrounded by all these like great heroes, and I'm just here. But like I found my groove pretty quickly. It helped that I like sort of shadowed Nelson last year with all the tournaments, so I wasn't like a TO like officially. I guess you could call me like a secondary TO for those, but I was seeing what was going on, as opposed to like Vaughn, who literally like that was his first time TOing. So he had a lot of stress on him, even though like Street Fighter 6 was
That might have even
much
contributed to him
bracket.
losing his voice too.
100%. Yeah, he was all over the place. You know, he was doing all that stuff, but he managed very well. I think I managed very well, and despite it, like. We managed to end on time with like the
you did.
Like
that's crazy.
On par with the last C Troop.
Yeah.
Where
so
everything
wild.
started on time, and it like Street Fighter 6 was done. All it had left was like the side bracket, like losers finals and grand finals, and then like grand finals of the main bracket. And we ended like right around that time with like an hour delay, basically.
You really did. That's like I think that's definitely a triumph considering the disordered state of the tournament.
Yeah,
and it was a really good bracket too.
Oh my god, yeah, it was insane. There were some great upsets. A lot of the Rider guys showed up.
Oh
and
yeah,
did
tell
really
us about
well.
them.
So we got 6 new people for Smash Bros. 5 of them have been showing up to the tournament. I didn't know this, but
That's a lot.
And they're all like genuinely interested, which is my
sick.
favorite part, is that they genuinely want to be there and want to play the game, want to hang out. Yeah. Like I know our group, and we're all very accepting people, but it can be a tad much, especially if you're like jumping in.
Yeah. For sure.
Like they jumped into the C Troop, and then they immediately jumped into the most hectic Rider tournament, and they were like completely fine. Like they were doing great.
That's
Hey,
cool.
they say Smash Ultimate is dead, and we've got literally
like which is it's great.
that is really sick.
So we have Future. His name's also Julian.
Okay.
He is a freshman, and he actually has gone to tournaments, and he has taken games off of like nice people. Like he took a set like a 3-0 on Kayla the Packinator.
Oh, wow,
at like
one of
Maroon
Ice's
mix-up,
students.
literally
Really?
like last week. Yeah, it was like I was like, well, he hasn't shown up to the last C troop, so I don't know like where his skill level is. I know he's like the best like newbie, but where does he stack up on this? And I looked and I was like, oh, he actually goes to tournaments. Oh, he like
So you didn't just
actually
get
plays.
O2ers. You got like new real
We got
talent
like
for Smash.
new people, yeah, and they're like decently good.
Yeah, fifth
That was such
place
a
out of-
tough bracket.
5th place out of 31 at Maroon Mix-Ups
Yes.
45.
Like, and he took some games off of some crazy people. And then he went on to get 13th. 13th at this tournament. He had some insane like games. If you want to pull up the bracket, I don't have it on me.
Yeah,
But
no.
he had a crazy like thing. We seeded him like a little lower. Like he definitely was underseeded.
Yeah.
Mostly just because we didn't know
You had
much
no idea,
about
yeah.
him.
Mhm.
Like we had like those like placements and like what I saw at practice. The highest of the newbies. But he got 13th, and his friend Max, he went on a run. He got 9th.
Really?
He is I guess Future plays weirdest like 2 characters ever. Villager Kazuya.
Oh yeah.
Villager main Kazuya, like
My
I
two
guess, like,
favorite matchups.
Yeah, like I saw that and I was like, what are you
Amazing.
doing? I looked at Jaden during like our tryouts, quote unquote, and I was like, dude, you can like actually like coach this guy like fully.
Oh my goodness.
You have another villager. Max is a K rule and he's picking
Oh.
up Ensign.
Look, my file. What did that have?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Future went and got 13th at this tournament. He was definitely underseeded, but like we really didn't have much to go off of.
Yeah.
But he went and got 13th, which for the first rider tournament is great.
It's dang good.
He
Yeah, 100%.
like it was me, him.
Because you had like Ice,
Mom
you had all the
Gaming.
students,
Yeah.
you had Kazi there. You had like good players.
We had great players, and he like popped out. But the person who did better than him, friend of his, Max, he plays Ensign. Well, he's picking up Ensign, but his main is K Rule. He got 9th at that tournament.
yeah.
And like
And does he go to tournaments at all? Do you know?
he
Oh.
like that was literally his like second tournament. I think.
I saw.
I think he maybe went to like some in like high school, but like they were definitely like school tournaments.
Yeah, he got a big
These-
upset over Applejack.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So
Yeah.
with Applejack, for whatever reason, Applejack didn't go min in that set.
He
went
might play
like-
CSS.
No, Applejack
No.
means Lomac.
What?
Who does
I don't
this
know.
guy main? I just know he's good.
All I know is that Applejack lost to Max, and Ice on Deck was like, dude, what are you doing? You're throwing. Who did he play? Duck Hunt? Dude, he's throwing.
Dude, your Ice impression
What?
is so on point. He'd say it just like that. He'd be like, bro, oh my god. What am I looking? Oh, bro.
Dude. But
and
like,
I'm retired.
but like
Sorry,
Applejack
I'm
definitely
being-
is
I'm being
like
mean.
Carried and you're playing Rob?
what are you talking about,
yo, shout out to
bro?
Ice. Love Ice. Love seeing
Ice
him
is
pop out.
great.
Oh my
No,
god.
because like literally, oh my god, we can talk about grand finals was
Grand
crazy.
finals was great. But like Max, what else? He played some
Maximus.
crazy people. You can pull up
Yeah,
his like
he beat
bracket path.
He did lose to BJR in the Pokwa. but
Better K rule.
Yeah,
Better K
yeah.
rule.
Not before
Um,
getting some wins as well on Casca and Mom Gaming. So
Yeah.
able to go 3-2, made it to 9th place, just missing out on top
Crazy.
8. And I mean, when it comes to Future's run, I mean, he had a really good run as well. I mean, beat Casca, lost to Kazi, beat Applejack as well
Yeah.
in the Min matchup, which is
Apparent like Ice was like
interesting.
made it seem like he was a min like main. So
Is he a Min?
I he plays Min, I guess.
Last
and,
time
like,
I played
pretty
him,
good.
which admittedly was like probably a year ago, he played low max.
Yeah, I don't know, but like apparently it sounded like Min was like what he should have played.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, you want to play low max Kazuya? Actually, that doesn't sound terrible. Low max
yeah,
Kazuya? Could be worse.
Oh, I guess
Yes.
Future plays Kazuya and Villager.
Oh, Villager low max? Oh, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Like yeah, they live in the same building. They're like right under each other.
Really?
In the same building.
Oh, they're gonna be
So
practicing.
they literally play like constantly. And Max was like, yeah, I've been like Villager camped out like constantly because he plays K Rool. Like,
Yeah.
what is K Rool gonna do against like a
Yeah.
Villager that just spams like forward air, back air?
Oh,
Like,
Nothing.
and he actually is like a really good like watching
Yeah.
that. Like I've seen Jaden play Villager and he does like the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So
I think it's really interesting, and I think really one of the most notable things to me was he took Menchu to game 3.
yeah, he like took Menchu to game 3 and he held his own against Menchu.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't remember the last time I took a game off Menchu. Oh my god.
No, yeah.
The Kazuya was putting in work. Is
For
what I
sure.
saw.
I think Menchu took him to like FD on that one. So, but yeah, or let him get a
crazy
oh,
stage
yeah.
pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can counter pick to FD.
against Kazuya.
Dude, your
Like,
doc, like
Kazuya
what?
Mishima.
I don't know,
This
man.
already is not great for you. And you're
I
gonna
didn't
take
get
him
to
FD.
watch a lot of the games because I was TOing. So I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch a lot of the games. So I could really only go off of like what I heard. But they can like I like saw them after the tournament because they went and got like food afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, guys, great run today.
Yeah.
Because they did insane. And like our other guys, like Brandon gets so unlucky with like his like the people he matched up against. He went against like Ipokwa, and then
That's tough.
you can see he faced Ipokwa round 1, and then in losers, who did he face?
What's the tag
Brandon
again?
is a bot.
Brandon is a bot.
Yeah,
I mean, had to face users Logan.
yeah, and like
Hey, Logan had a good run too.
Logan
He
had a
beat
great
me.
run.
I'm like, what the? Oh.
That was
yeah,
insane.
I
was
I don't
like,
know how
You
he
lost
did
to
that.
Logan?
I lost to Logan.
Okay,
man, dude. I lost to his
um,
I was playing Crom, to be fair, but like I lost.
okay,
to
you were
Samus.
playing Crom. That is certainly not the worst loss that you've had in recent.
God no, God no. That is not the worst loss.
Should
I've
I?
had.
Can I dive into that real
You can
quick?
dive in. Go ahead. Give me the deep dive.
At C Troop, I was sitting with Xavier, and I had the misfortune
Now he's
of
in the scene.
Is this the mean sword
watching.
fighter?
Yes. So I watch Owen sit against this person that I haven't seen before. This person's new to
Wait,
like these
actually,
tournaments.
drum roll, please. I wanna hold this for the next segment because we're literally almost done.
Okay.
But
Oh, okay.
that'll be 1 second. I'm gonna play something and then we will be right back. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying the show. Real quick before we get back into it, I do want to remind you that this Friday at TCNJ there will be a C Troop in the Business Building, Room 102. And I'd like to thank Shineburst for editing the YouTube video for this broadcast.
Oh shit, that's me!
And we are back, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Smash Wrap. We're about to go into Julian's recounting of the infamous Tate 10 incident.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, Owen had to prepare himself, which is why he cut Julian off.
Yeah,
on the second segment.
he had to
wasn't-
mentally prepare himself. Which
Yeah,
I
he
don't
wasn't
blame
ready.
you. I had
He had to
like
call- he
I
had to
felt
call
so much
Nelson for
pain
emotional
watching that.
support.
Yes,
I did.
yeah.
Nelson.
Tate, we literally, this is like the second episode in a row we're talking about this. Tate's one of ICE's students, right?
Hey, shout out to Tate.
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to Tate, yeah.
Like I think he's one of his newer students because this is like the first time I've seen him.
That's the only Tate I'm shouting out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Sorry, that was a really
I'm
dumb
sitting at the TO like computer with Xavier, and I just look up because Xavier is like, bro, what is he doing? Like, what is he doing? And I'm like, what's happening? I look over, and I look at like stream, and I watch as Tate 10 starts camping out Owen with Tornado. For reference,
That's a
Owen is playing
projectile.
Wolf.
Yeah.
He has a
Who-
reflector.
Famously has a reflector. has a
So he
shine.
does.
And I just watch him like not use it. And one of our other guys, William, plays me Sword Fighter, and he was watching that. He was like, "Yeah, this guy like wasn't doing like the combos that I've like been working on. He was just like hitting counter a lot."
Yeah, and I hit it every single time.
Yeah, and Owen hit it every single time. And we were just like watching that, and me and Xavier were just like, "Bro, what is he doing? Like, why are you not reflecting the tornadoes? Why do you hit every single counter?" Like Tate wasn't even like doing any of the like crazy me sword fighter things
No,
that
he
you can
wasn't.
do.
I'm not
where
gonna
you
lie,
take
he
him
didn't
like
even.
off.
No offense, this guy didn't. I don't know why he didn't even have any fundies, bro.
We have been, man.
was, like, ripping into
dude,
this
hey,
guy.
listen, Tate. I'm sure you're a great player because Owen.
I'm just.
Owen over the past 2 episodes have been like berating your name.
Yeah.
Like you beat Owen, you are like a decently good player. I assure you.
Yeah.
Like,
no, rest
and,
assured,
like,
Tate.
Tate, I think he did decent at our tournament. Like he was there. I didn't get to see
But he
like
lost
many
to
of the
like
matches.
Mom Gaming though, which is the thing.
Yeah, I did give Mom Gaming the foresight.
Everyone's catching strays this episode.
No, hey.
Yeah, but they're all coming from me, so I'll take like full responsibility.
I like
Yeah, if
was
you're
just
watching the
like
episode,
It's
send him,
okay. You can
send him a kind message.
Yeah.
if you
If
wish.
you'd like to, you can berate me on Twitter.
Love you, FCC.
she like I was talking to Mom Gaming like before, and she was like, "Who's Tate 10?" I was like, "Oh, that's the me sword fighter that Owen lost to."
So he's just like his
Yeah,
namesake
just-
now.
Be on the lookout for tornado. Be on the lookout for counter. That's really all I can like tell you
Yeah.
about him. Because like he's new. I haven't seen like many of his games. The only game that I got to see of him was on stream was Owen versus him, and he beat Owen like 2-0.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that really did happen.
Yeah.
That was
It's
one
like
of the
Cars
things that happened.
3. McQueen is fading, fading
When did you
fast.
find out your goat washed?
My goat is washed. The guy, my bracket demon's washed. My bracket demon lost to Logan.
I'm
No,
so
Logan.
washed.
Logan's really good though. Logan has
Yeah,
been
he's-
putting in the work over the summer.
Oh, he has. Has he been
Yes.
going to stuff or just like grinding Elite Smash?
Streets have been
he just
saying.
has been grinding stuff.
Streets been saying Logan's been on the grind. The hustle and
he
rustle.
he has been not only like last like winter break. He like grinded, like he literally played like every day consistently.
Oh,
and
wow.
he grinded out his Aegis. And then over the summer, he picked up Samus and GameCube
I
controller.
heard.
He faced me at C
Yo, we're in
Troop.
trouble.
Yeah, we're-
we are in trouble.
No, I do think you guys are in trouble.
Yo,
I
watch
mean,
out.
Owen
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
it.
I
Owen's in
lost.
trouble. I know Owen's in
Owen's
Yeah,
in trouble.
no, I'm
Owen's
cooked.
in trouble just because he's washed.
Yeah.
But-
I'm just genuinely washed.
Yeah, but that was not fun to see.
No, I remember like when I
Ryder?
saw his Aegis, I was just like, this does not look like it normally does.
Yeah, nah,
This looks a little
he's
different.
polished up. He's
Yeah,
polished
I mean,
up.
it kind of feels like Ryder is starting to become the Smash hub. You know what I mean?
I would love that.
Because if you look at TCNJ, I remember like last C Troop, there were only like 5 TCNJ players that entered.
Yeah.
In this Ryder tournament alone, we had like 5 new Ryder entrants. You know what I mean? And we have all the classics and stuff like that, and all TCNJ people. So I feel like Ryder is really starting to bring people together in a great way. So I'm
I
super
love
excited for
that.
the future
I
of
love
Ryder
it.
University. I'm glad
Yeah.
you're spearheading that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Was
for
there anything
sure.
else you guys wanted to talk about when it comes to Ryder Esports Resort?
One thing I did want to say is I just want to talk about Grand Finals real quick.
Yes,
First of all, the building.
100%.
Oh, real quick. Also, Kazi got third. That's important.
Yes.
Menchu got fifth. These are all important placements.
Green for Gatorade did quite well.
Green
from
for
what I've
Gatorade
heard.
did quite well. I think for grand finals, real quick context, winners finals was Sentinel
JD versus
JD
Ice.
versus Ice. And that went 3-1 for JD. So Ice had such an incredible set against Kazi for losers finals.
30 bomb.
Yeah, like that was just like an insane set. Like
Nail biter last.
yeah, it was
It was
very
a close
nice.
3-0.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, but every game was
The closest
close.
3-0 of all time.
Yeah. It was such it was a hype match. Like
Yeah.
Kazi had such a great like run through,
Yeah.
and like there was still gas in the tank.
They managed to make Toon Link versus Game & Watch actually interesting. to
Yeah,
watch.
like what?
Yeah, I know. And it really, like, it makes sense that it was that, I mean, it was, the games were that close, at least. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
Kazi's, like, we talked about it, top 50 New Jersey right now,
Yep.
and Ice is retired, so it makes sense that he'd be that. Well, I'm sorry, quotation marks, retired. Ice, you may DM me on Twitter, or tweet at me if you want to.
Oh,
'cause
man.
I'm throwing strays at you, clearly. But,
Yeah.
yeah, that was an amazing set. That was great to see. Yeah, somehow Toon Link Game & Watch, interesting.
And then we
Grand
get
finals.
to grand finals.
What happens
and
here?
It's really sad that due to technical difficulties we had no
mics.
audio. Because that grand finals, man, that was the greatest friendlies we ever watched. And it was grand finals of the biggest rider tournament of all
Were they
time.
just trash talking the whole time.
Not even like trash talking. They were just yapping. Mostly JD. I remember one vividly. JD goes and tries to grab Luma. And he's like, dude, I just tried to grab Luma. What am I doing? And then he does it again.
That's such a good JD.
And
as
he's
well.
like, I'm down tilt, save me, down tilt, save me, and he just starts spamming down tilt. Ice in game 1 starts just like throwing out like he starts swinging at Casper and like with random like F smash, up smash, and JD's like all the way up top,
He
a
going-
BS2.
he going after Gengar.
Yeah, and then JD like drops to ledge. And the wildest charged up like forward smash kills him, and Ice takes game 1. And JD like gets out of his seat. He's like, dude, bro, this is like, what am I doing? And then he starts winning. And what did he start?
No, well, because first of all, last tournament, Ice was complaining at C-Troop that he had a headache and that he needed people to be quiet.
So JD in response got
What
louder.
does JD do in response?
He gets
First
louder.
Of all, he keeps calling Ice's Rosalina carry, even though he's playing Braum.
Right. He was saying that at like the start of the like tournament, and Ice was just like, "What are you talking about?
You
like,
play
you play Rob,
Rob.
dude. Go back to plans."
No, but then
Like-
he starts like in response. JD just starts going wiggly wobbly. Wiggly.
He's like, "Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, whoa." No, and then he did that constantly. He just did that so much. Like nothing cool was happening. It's like he's playing Rob. Like he's not even hitting anything like crazy.
No, and then Ice is still like shaking his head like, bro, like, come on, you guys gotta quiet down. And then like the whole venue starts going wiggly wobbly, wiggly wobbly, wiggly wobbly.
like JD started doing it, and then like he had an entourage, and then like literally the entire right side was just going wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, whoa.
Oh my god.
And I'm just sitting there at the desk, and I'm like, man,
There's a lot
this
of
is
media
such
now.
this is
Dude,
such
I
a
know.
like funny way to end this tournament.
Were the fresher there? Like the
Huh?
new players?
Yes,
there?
like all the new players were there.
They were
and
saying
were
wiggly
watching-
wobbly woo.
Oh.
So they did start doing it too, which I did.
JD's for the freshmen.
Their second.
Oh,
No,
oh my
Not like that.
no, wait. So I.
Never mind.
I
was gonna reference what happened at
Hey, shout out to
Applebee's.
Manny.
Shout out to Manny.
shout out Manny. Always love you, Manny.
Happy birthday, Nelson.
Happy birthday, Nelson.
What was JD doing at Applebee's, bro? Because I know.
Do like the main thing is after the Applebee's, after this,
And also, this is the rider people's like first impression of JD.
pretty much because I gave them a warning at C Troop. That Tuesday before,
Oh my
I was
God.
like, let me just like give you the rundown of like the regulars.
Let me set the scene.
Let me set the scene. And I was like, Chris Womp Womp showed up just out of nowhere. And we were just talking, and we are talking about like JD, and we're like, JD is like, he did a line of Fun Dip before that, which, like, that's a good. He feels like he's always on Fun Dip.
Yeah.
Fun Dip.
Yeah.
Like he just eats a whole packet, stick and all, and he's just wild. So I was just like, just mentally prepare yourself.
He's actually referencing Kool-Aid powder.
Yes,
Kool-Aid
yes,
powder,
yes,
yeah,
Kool-Aid powder. Yes, yes. But I was just like, I know JD's intense. Let me just let them know. Let me just let them know JD is a little intense. Just be ready for that. At the C Troop, he was waiting for grand finals. No, he was playing. I think he was playing one of his matches.
Yeah.
And he just started singing "My Way" by Frank Sinatra, but as the Angry Bird.
Yeah.
So he was
talking about
like,
this last week.
We did.
Like
yeah,
he
yeah.
did that, and that was genuinely their first impression of JD. And then he came that, and like he was over the top. And then we started doing a head count for Applebee's, and the head count looked like 16 people.
Wow.
Going to Applebee's.
That's literally half of the
Yeah, it was literally like everybody who was still there, sans like 2. It was like Kazi needed to catch a train, and Will, one of the rider guys, didn't want to go. And so I was like low-key dreading that because it was 16 people. JD just hit his peak, and Nelson's there, which is gonna elevate JD more. Oh, spoiler alert. Nelson came to our first tournament.
Yeah,
I
did.
forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Nelson had FaceTimed me, like, started the semester, and he was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna show up to like October, November. I'm not gonna show up to any September ones. And then he DMs me, and he goes, oh, by the way, I'm showing up to the tournament. Nobody knows except Mr. TFJ and you. And then he starts posting in like the rider Discords like 919 eye emoji, and I have to literally like keep up his secret for him. Like Vaughn's like, is he actually like coming? And I was like, no man, he told me he's showing up October, November. I think he's just like hyping it up.
Yeah.
And then he pulled up. And
It
Vaughn
really
was like
a
shocked.
Smash
He's like,
reveal, yeah, like
Yeah.
a character reveal. People were that hyped
Yeah,
for
it
it
was
just
like-
to see their old
it
presence.
was
It's
like-
like John Cena returning at the Royal Rumble.
but
God!
yeah, Nelson was there.
It's Nelson
It
Poncho!
was 11:30, 16 people head count. I was low-key
It was
dreading
11:30.
Yeah,
it. It was like 11:30 is when we all like finally all of us were there. Ice on Deck's
12.
they didn't kick us out, thankfully. Ice on Deck's group
Well, they
didn't
needed-
end up going, so it was only 12 of us, I think.
my goodness.
Or no, 11. Which is still a lot.
We could have hit 20.
We could have. We honestly could have if like the tournament wasn't an hour. Like if we had started on time, I think we would have had like 20 people. But it was late. People wanted to get home.
That's our new goal as a
New
community.
goal:
Get 20
20
people
people
at
at Applebee's. I'm so down.
Call to action. Well, not a call to action actually.
Yeah, no,
Because
you
that's
can't do that.
Yeah,
You
my
cannot do that.
My bad. If you're in the Mercer County Smash community and you would like to, we would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you would come to Applebee's with us at some point
Yeah,
so that we
if
can hit 20
you-
people. If you would like to, no worries at all. If not,
If you
Love
find
you,
yourself
FCC.
peckish,
Peckish, yeah, good
if you
one.
find yourself famished after one of our tournaments, we do go to Applebee's, and you are cordially invited. To
Invited.
attend attend Applebee's with us, and be graced with the presence of Manny.
yes.
And man, and JD.
But that JD was on the other side of the table from Nelson. And I
Thank
think
God.
somehow, him going with you, Owen,
yeah,
beforehand, like wore him out like just enough to where he wasn't like crazy JD.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen crazy JD at Applebee's. This was like
We've seen crazy
this was like a
JD at Applebee's.
7.3 on the JD
A
scale.
7.3, 7.4.
Yeah, I think,
Wow.
and like it was still like they were funny. They were funny bits.
Yeah.
So that was grand finals, the greatest friendlies ever done, because they
And
had
it was
already
a
already played out that match.
they did. They
Winners
played, like,
finals happened. It was 3-1 JD. They were playing the same exact characters. Like by all accounts, like we knew JD was gonna win, unless like Ice somehow like that game against Kazi like awoken something inside of
he
him.
like locked
Yeah.
in.
And he
generationally.
like generational lock in, and destroy the Rob.
JD is now 5-16 against Ice on Deck.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. That's
Over the
improvement.
past 5 sets, it's been only 3-2 in Ice's favor. So it's starting to become a real rivalry. You know what I mean?
Well, Isis is retired, so
Yeah, supposedly.
so he's like,
True.
JD is still alive and kicking.
Truth bomb.
He has officially dropped Plant. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
like it's gonna
I'm
happen.
kidding. Like he's ever gonna do that. He will never admit that he has a Rob. He's
No.
he's still experimenting. It's a social experiment. His Rob. His Rob is a social experiment. He's picking up me Brawler.
That is
like,
a social experiment. No,
That's a social
that is-
experiment. That is the genuine social
That is
experiment.
that is a psyop right
That's
there.
Yeah,
bro.
he,
Oh
like
my
I don't
God.
even know. Like I think he played it like once in bracket.
He beat a couple people in bracket, but then like as soon as he started losing, I think he locked it.
Yeah, he was like I'm done messing around.
He lost to Brian. He lost a game from Brian, and then he went to Rob the whole tournament.
that
number
yeah.
100 in NJ.
Shout
Dude, don't get me started. Do not get me started.
That's
again.
so funny.
And
Brian,
then
if I see you,
I'm gonna give you a handshake,
yeah, a firm one.
a
Yes.
firm handshake for a job well done,
If you
making
would-
top 100.
if you would like.
If you would like to shake Casey's
I
hand.
cordially invite you to give a handshake.
And with that, we have about a minute left. I want to run over a couple new things that happened.
We did
in
not
the
even
area.
talk about Sumabato.
Oh my
We were
god!
supposed to
Sorry,
talk
that's
about
my fault.
Sumabato.
That's my
No,
fault.
it's
I was
okay.
yapping. I was yapping.
No. This
We
was
were.
a delightful segment.
together. Yeah,
It was
that was great.
It was a wiggly wobbly segment, as
Woo.
one might say. But I did want to shout out real quick in the area, Insignia beat Omega Raider after a 6-set losing streak. That was big news on Twitter. So
Nice.
shout out to Insignia.
Interesting.
Tweak is posting Smash clips on Twitter apparently.
Oh wow.
Maybe he's coming back. And then
Let's go
we
Tweak.
had King of the Ville 2025 MGV beat Zamba, and then we just had Sumabato SP 62.
Dude, why did Akala went 16-0?
Wait, what?
Oh, because it was a round robin into a bracket. So yeah, Akala went 16-0 in bracket.
Oh
Wow.
my
Jeez.
god.
Wow.
That
Good,
is generational.
good golly, Miss Molly.
And with that, we are officially out of time. Thank you, Julian, so
Shucks.
much for coming to do this.
By the way,
You-
MPG beat Zamba and won a tournament. That was really cool.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
King of the Ville 2025.
Also, Raru only lost like 2 games in his
Wow.
tournament. Yeah,
Wait,
like
that's bananas.
total across that entire tournament is his first win with Zeta.
Wow. And with that, there you go. Bye-bye. Open your mind.